It is time. We are finally going to be working on a little bit of the interior of our base here. And that has something to do with the shulker boxes that I am standing on. And, well, the inventory full of emeralds and lapis. Yes, we are finally working on the interior of this base. And we have a bunch of resources in here. Now, I do need to get a couple more, mainly lapis. I need 6.5 stacks of this. However, I have done enough trading for one day, and I reckon we should work on the interior with what we've got. Now, for this, I had an idea. I was looking at a bunch of different architectural styles, mainly the bark interior design stuff. I'll put a couple of pictures, inspo pictures, so you can see what my idea was. But I don't know why there are poppies behind me. Why are there poppies behind me? I don't even notice that. Why are there poppies behind me? Why are there 8 poppies behind me? Huh. Oh, I guess I have a little mini poppy field. What was I saying? Oh, yes. You'll notice that most of the interiors feature amazing and intricate paintings, and I wanted to try and replicate that in Minecraft. So, one thing to do that, pixel art. So I have a bunch of very random blocks in here. Oh, that's the cinnabar one. A bunch of very random blocks in here. If I just try and organize it a little bit nicer. We've got like 10 of these, 9 of these, and it's pretty randomized here, as you can see. So, you know what? Without further ado, I'm just going to throw you into a time lapse and then we can explain a little bit after. Let's roll the clip. Now, you might be asking why I am starting this clip in the nether, but it will all make sense in just a second. If we come through this portal here, we pop out at our newly finished, well, I say finished, well, the walls need some work, but our newly floored and ceilinged little interior here. Now, as you can see, we've got a pretty simple floor design, nice carpet, and then a warped one on this side. I haven't done the one on this side because I want to add some staircases and then build the carpet around the staircases through here. Mainly so that you can access this top section here, which you've seen before. However, if we come about here and look directly up, you can see the first painting. Let's jump into free count real quick so we can get a little bit of a better view. Do you recognize this one? Any takers? Any guesses? I think this is the one that I'm going to put on the thumbnail. So you probably do recognize it. But yes, I pulled inspiration for this one from Van Gogh's Starry Night. Iconic painting, very hard to condense in this tiny little itty bitty space. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's quite cute. That one's definitely one of my favorites. And then if we come over to this one in the middle, actually no, we'll come back to the middle one later, but we'll come over to this side first. Now this side, I do want to finish the interior at some point. Whether I include the time-lapse in this video, I'm not sure because I've already put a time-lapse in this video. But if we look straight up, you can kind of see a resemblance to some of Monet's water lilies. Now, I did want to do the bridge. I really wanted to do that iconic bridge, but it just wasn't working within the pixelated scale with all the blocks and stuff. It just wasn't working. So I settled for his water lilies, which are just as gorgeous. Again, I'm probably going to put a picture up in the editing about now. Yes, but it is genuinely such a beautiful painting. And I'm not sure I did it justice. I was working with a very confined space, but I hope I did. And I think there's some elements to it, and it does look kind of cool. Now, if we look over at this one is a little bit complicated. This one isn't based off an actual painting, but rather based off like those old-timey explorer adventure maps. You know, the ones with the globe with the 2 rings and then the island or the map. And you've got like your nameplate and your compass and the moon and the sun. That's kind of the vibe I was going for. It's a very heavily pixelated version of the Biome Island. You can see over here, you can see the tropical island and volcano. You see a little bit of the Mushroom Island, Feywilds, Cherry Blossom. Through here's the Stony Peaks. This one is Flower Forest. This one is Meteor Crater. Nope, this one is Meteor Crater. This one is Stony Peaks. Nope. No, yeah, this one is Stony Peaks. This one is Meteor Crater. This one is Caldera. This one is Snowy Tiger, Ashen, Bamboo Forest. That one's the Bamboo Forest. I forgot they have a Bamboo Forest has a big lake in the middle. That's why it's there. Like I said, heavily pixelated, heavily stylized, like insanely heavily stylized. But it's kind of cool. It's actually, I'm really, really happy with how it turned out, considering the size I'm working with. As you can tell, they are currently just floating. I do need to work on that. I need to put an actual map here and do a little bit more pixel art there. So yeah, we've got a little bit of work to do. However, for me to be able to go in and add those details, well, let's just say there's a reason my inventory's full of emeralds. I have spent the last couple of hours, couple of days, genuinely just trading with villagers, and it goes a little something like this. This is gonna take a while. It's so expensive. It is night, so we do need to sleep. Should probably also break these down as well while we're up there. Now we wait. Unlock the trade. It's taking so long. I just want to trade. I just need a little bit of lapis. Just need a little bit of lapis. Oh, yes. Nice. Perfect. Yes. More lapis. Sweet. Oh, it's a bit windy outside, isn't it? Hopefully the mic's not picking that up. Did it double unlock? It double unlocked! Yes! Yes. That didn't take that long, actually. Sometimes it feels like I'm literally here for 30 minutes. I don't know what this means, chat. Chat? I'm not streaming. Oh my gosh, I'm still in streamer brain. I don't know what this means. Okay. I was legitimately just gonna go to my interior and then record my outro. Your friendly Italian man. Who's Italian? Who's Italian on the server? Start's Italian. Is this from Start? Is this because of the Happy Cast? Has this been here for weeks? That might have been here for weeks if that's about the Happy Cast. Oops. Right. Misconfusions out of the way. Confusions and confuddlement out of the way. We have now done a decent amount of my interior. If we hop out of FreeCam, you can see that these two rooms are basically completed. Now, the reason I haven't finished this one yet is because I've only just finished designing this space in Creative. And I still need to pull it into Survival and gather all the resources, and it's going to take a while because there's a lot of little detail bits in there. This is one of the most detailed interiors I have so far. To be fair, I don't really have many interiors so far. But as you can see, what I've done is I've gone through and I've added these roof bits, and same in this room here. Now this one's not completely done. I do need to go through and finish the curtains and then finish these upper sections, I guess. Filling them out with dark oak and then filling the curtains up with cinnabar. But you can kind of see the roof is now connected up to the walls and it's really starting to come together, and I'm genuinely super keen to work on this. I'm actually really keen to finish this side as well because I had a lot of fun designing it. It was really fun. I designed it in stream actually this morning, so that was super fun to do. I cannot wait to pull it in. You can kind of see the schematic here already, but I'm not going to show you too much. That is spoilers, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys. I'm super excited to bring it into fruition. I keep hitting F4 instead of F5. Okay. But yeah, we've been working on this for a little bit. Most of the time spent on this was gathering the resources, especially for that one. There was a bunch of like random stuff, like the glazed terracottas and all of that. But I reckon this is where we're going to wrap the episode up. We unfortunately do not have a lot of time left before this episode needs to go out, so I don't think I'll be able to do any more building stuff necessarily. I will grab this and put this away again because we need to clean up. So we'll pop this back over in this corner. That's why it was missing one. There we go. So we'll need to go and refill these with different pieces that we're going to need for in there. I'm hoping at some point soonish we will clear that chunk of the mountain and then just keep building out. And then hopefully we'll have the exterior shell mostly done soonish. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I have no idea how it's going to go, to be honest. We need a lot more resources. We need a couple farms to be built before that. And there's a certain someone who lives over in this direction that we need to prank back. So that's going to be this next episode after this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to drag the spider squad along. And we're going to make our next move in our little biome bound prank war between the two teams. I don't know if Dev has a team. I think Dev has a team. But we have a slight mini prank war going on. It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. I'd really appreciate it if you'd like this to drop a like, comment, or even subscribe. I'm so close to hitting 500 subscribers and I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Have a wonderful time zone and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.